Hello and welcome. In this third part of our tutorial, we will look at how to visualize the product we corrected in part 2. For this, we will use QGIS. We have here our base map, and now let us load our product. This we will do using the procedure that was already shown before. So we go to Data Source Manager. This is our corrected product. Select and add. I will also select the layer we are interested in. As you can see, our product correctly aligns well with our area of interest. We also have to make sure that the CRS of our layer is correctly set. I will transfer this in a group just to make our work a bit clean. To make it more clear that we are specifically looking at a product that covers Ecuador, I will also load or add the map of Ecuador. This is also another way of adding data to your layers. As you can see, with the map of Ecuador, it clearly shows that our product lies well or aligns well with our area of interest. I will just do a little bit of styling to make everything clearer. Since we are interested in the tropospheric column nitrogen product in Ecuador, we don't need the whole file that we have at the moment. So we will clip it so that we can only have information on Ecuador. To do this, we will first save our netcdf file to another format, that is the TIFF format. To do this, we will right-click on our layer, export, save as, and here the format is GeoTIFF, as was already shown. We will choose an appropriate file name. We will make sure also that the CRS is as we want. That's correct. The rest remain the same. And then we click OK. Now here we have our product, but in a GeoTIFF form. So I can remove this, and what remains is the product in the TIFF form. So I only want the area that covers Ecuador, and to be able to get this, I will clip our product. To do this, we will go to raster, extraction, clip raster by mask layer. The layer that we want to use is the new one, this one. That's the input layer. The mask layer is the shapefile that we are going to use as boundary. The source CRS is WGS84, and that is also the target CRS. The rest remains the same, and we will also give it an appropriate name. And then we click Run. Close. So I will switch off this layer, and as you can see, we only remain with what was covering Ecuador. So before we can go in detail as to what exactly we are looking at, let us do a little bit of styling. We go to Open Layer Styling. We have to make sure that we have selected our layer. Open Layer Styling. Here we have our gray, but it is not clear to see the areas that have a high amount of NO2 and the ones which have a low. So we will choose something with color. So we will choose single band pseudo color. And then we will choose an appropriate color ramp. Color ramp is here. There are several color ramps. I will choose spectral because it is easier to see. And then we also want to make sure that our color ramp is representative of what we are looking at. For instance, when we see red, this would probably be an area with a high concentration, or rather a high amount of NO2, whereas blue is a region which has less amount of NO2 per unit area. So it means that this color ramp is in a form that needs to be inverted. To invert it, we click on our color ramp and invert the color ramp. So this is more or less what we would like to see. To make things even more clearer, I am going to add the number of classes so that we can be able to have short intervals that can be able to show us clearly what is happening. Okay, now we have our color ramp, as you can see here, and it's very easy to distinguish where the tropospheric column nitrogen is low and where it is high. If I zoom in, you can be able to see that the Galapagos Islands, the amount of nitrogen there per unit area is low. And when we go to the mainland, we can see that here close to the coastal area, the amounts are high per unit area. And here also. If I make it a bit transparent so that we can be able to see clearly which areas these are, you can be able to see that this area here is around Quito, the capital city. And here it's around Guayaquil. So we can be able to see that on this day, that is the 4th of October 2022, the tropospheric column nitrogen per unit area in Ecuador varied between regions. We can see that to the west, there was more tropospheric nitrogen. There was more amount of tropospheric nitrogen compared to the center and to the east. If we want to export the map that we have made, we go to Project, New Print Layout. We give it an appropriate name. We can adjust a bit. We can also put our legend. We will also add our north arrow. And we will also add a scale. We will add a title. To export this into the format that we want, for example, if it is PDF or we want to save it as an image, we just click export and then save it in an appropriate place. I will save it as a JPEG. Our map has successfully been saved. Now we can use it.